University of North Texas professor is fired for saying microaggressions are garbage. Before we begin today's video, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video. It helps a lot in terms of search and discovery. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the newest videos. Now, this is another lawsuit which seems to be happening a lot in terms of college professors lately. So let's read into the story. A professor at the College of North Texas promises in a lawsuit submitted by the Alliance Defending Independence. We already heard about them, I think. No, this is not. Is it the ADF? The same? No. I think that's maybe the same organization that protects the baker. I could be mistaken. That he was fired for declaring that microaggressions are garbage. A microaggression, in the language of still left-wing academia, is a modest and often unintended slight that allegedly consists of prejudicial judgments. According to a report by the faculty repair, Professor Nathaniel Hears of the College of North Texas statements in a lawsuit that he was fired for his placement as a full-time math professor around his criticism of the principle of microaggressions. Now, before we move on in the story, I don't know yet if he was fired for criticizing microaggressions in his class or criticizing it out of the class. It seems like a really weird subject to bring up in a math class. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, if he talked about it in his math class, probably one of his students brought it up and maybe thought he was microaggressed. Anyway, let's read on. Breitbart News documented in 2019 that Columbia College professor Daryl Tsu, who assisted to popularize the concept of microaggressions, is now arguing that the thought was staying abused by leftist teachers. Not every single thing is a microaggression, Sue claimed. Sorry in advance if you hear any noises, my neighbors are just going berserk, but we'll move on with the video. When Ears encountered a stack of resources in the school lounge that he explained the value of reading culture of microaggressions, he placed them on a nearby chalkboard on best of the stack. Ears wrote, "Don't leave this rubbish laying all around." Shortly thereafter, Hears was fired from the College of North Texas right after Hears was educated of the selection. He questioned a college official to explain why they decided to terminate him. Hears claims the official gave him a checklist of causes with about every reason relating to Hears' criticism of microaggression. Let me read it again because I might have actually missed it. So he encountered a stack of resources in the school lounge that explains the value of reading culture of microaggressions. So this stack could be one of the students. It's definitely not his. So it might be like quote unquote destruction of property because he defaced it. He placed them on a nearby chalkboard. On best of the stack. Here's wrote, "Don't leave this rubbish laying all around." Yeah, okay, so he more than criticized microaggression, which I guess they can now justify his firing, but it's still ridiculous. When Dr. Hills asked for a rationale, defendant Schmidt gave a number of all connected to Dr. Hills' critique of microaggressions. He claimed it was Dr. Hills refused to recant his beliefs. Okay, so you need to recant his beliefs in order to have a job. I don't know if it's publicly funded. Seems like North Texas U could be like a private college, but it's still ridiculous. Where was I? Yeah, to recant his beliefs mainly because he would not go to extra range training. Seems like what do you call it? Re-education. And mainly because his steps and response are not appropriate with the values of this division, the lawsuit reads. Here's who is represented by the Alliance Defending Liberty. Every time they change their name, was it Alliance Defending Independence or something before. Their acronym is definitely not ADF, but somehow I feel like they're the same organization. Um, is argued in the ongoing lawsuit that the College of North Texas, a general, okay, it's a public establishment, violated his first, uh, why they call it first modification right. It's the First Amendment right when they terminated him for his private expression. By conditioning Dr. Hill's work at the college on his willingness to surrender his constitutional legal rights, uh, defendants have imposed and are imposing an unconstitutional affliction on him in violation of his first modification. Why they keep calling it modification? Am I missing something or is it a mistake? It's First Amendment. The lawsuit provides. Why do they say remain tuned to Breitbart? Okay, this seems like they just copy pasted a Breitbart article. Who's ABC 14 News? Anyway, I just clicked on the article and read it. Obviously, it's reported on Breitbart. Seems like they copy pasted the whole article. You can see inline banner 653X. Yeah, this seems like a big oopsie. I don't know who these guys are, but I'm not gonna use them anymore for news. It seems like they're just copy pasting Breitbart's article. Anyway, this is the story. What do you guys think? I think there might be justified with his firing. The fact they asked him to recant his belief is a bit ridiculous. I don't think they can do that. Like, ask somebody to change his belief. This is something different than telling him not to engage in this type of behavior, which understandably could lead to his firing. He shouldn't have taken that stack of papers that wasn't his to begin with and write something on it. Maybe he could have criticized it, talked about it, make an angry Twitter post, which might have led to his firings anyway. But still, seems to me like a more justified firing, especially if that stack of paper was issued by the university and essentially defaced one of its property, quote unquote property. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Leave it in a comment. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.